Hello everyone, welcome back to today's vlog. Today we're going to upcycle the two pieces of furniture for the kitchen. But before that, let's show you the extension.
What do you think of the tableau, Anna?
I think they're looking really good because I didn't get to see them before. Well, now they're in place and they're looking beautiful. They're really, really nice.
Can you see them at that angle? Because people are saying they should be at eye level.
I did hesitate, but I think they're right, because I think if they're lower, it would make the room and the wall feel like too cramped. So I think they're the right level.
You know why I wanted them at that level?
No?
I'm taking my ideas from the Acropolis Museum in Athens, where all the Elgins that were missing, they'd put quite high up, hadn't they?
Yes.
So these aren't the Elgins, these are the Holmeses. Just to be 100%, up front with everyone, these aren't actually wooden carvings, these are mouldings. So
yes, plaster.
Well, no, they kind of got fiberglass behind and then plaster in front.
Yeah, because like the fiberglass, you can even see it here, but
yeah.
Eventually.
So yeah, we didn't paint the wood on these. We wouldn't have painted them if they were wood, would we?
No.
Would we? Would we have painted wood?
Maybe, maybe not.
No. Okay, so.
And we also, because this beautiful piece of furniture that was given to us, we've placed it here. Obviously, we need to redo the inside and.
What are you talking about? That's beautiful. Beautiful.
I don't think anyone would agree.
70s wallpaper.
I think just the wallpaper. 60s? Yeah, maybe.
It's only held in with some tacks.
Yeah, it's just easy. Like just
I have to say, I don't mind that blue colour. Not that it goes with what we're doing in here, but if it was staying like that and it was not in a room with grey, I think that blue colour would have been all right because it goes really well with the wood. But we're going to have to paint that, aren't we?
Yes.
Look at you looking at me.
There's no way that goes well with the wood.
I think it does because it's dark wood. Right, enough chat. What are we doing?
We're going to go and upcycle those two pieces of furniture.
Okay, let's go.
What's going on, Ed?
I'm struggling on that. I remember that went on top of that.
Yes. That goes on top of this one here, yes.
This has a little insert of wood here for this to sit on at the back. Mm-hmm. There was a finial here to hold up this piece so that it doesn't fall forward. And I don't know where they've gone. I've seen them, but I haven't got a clue where they've gone.
Oh God, what are we going to do?
Well, I want to take over the filming for a second because I want to show why my idea is genial.
Go on, then take over.
Okay,
why is your
can we
idea?
stand next to that? All right, you're quite normal female height, maybe a little bit small for.
I'm a bit short, yes.
But look, we're already up to quite high. I mean,
yeah.
You'd be really struggling to get anywhere near halfway up that.
Yes.
So, I'm going to do a bit of chopping and craftsmanship, I think. Let's take this off. Mm-hmm. Off that goes.
Oh God, heavy.
It's less paintwork for us to do. And instead of having such a big space on top there, we can put the cabinet directly on top and screw it to the back so that it doesn't fall forward and fill those holes in. Because we're painting it, it doesn't matter if we have to fill the holes.
No, that is true.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good idea. I think that would solve the problem.
Okay, problem number 2.
Yes, this is more of a problem.
This is a lovely, lovely piece of furniture which normally has a lovely piece of marble on top.
But we were never given the marble. Well, we can't find it.
I don't know where it might be. This is the problem. Things have been lost and things like that. I don't know really. But we have a solution again. because it's been painted, there's nothing stopping us putting a piece of wood on the top of that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good, I mean, we can't do any better than to put a piece of wood to, what did you say?
Fill it.
Yes.
And then sand it so it looks like an old piece of wood that's been painted.
And
then we've got the two pieces done then, yeah?
Yeah.
So, where are you wanting to...
Put them?
Yeah, to put them.
I'm thinking this one, just over here, on this wall here.
It's quite a big wall here. Okay.
And this one, because it's more, I don't know, it's like more intimate and smaller, there's a perfect spot here. I'm thinking just in between here, or more close to, I think here. I would put it here.
Okay, that sounds good. There is one thing, we've got a radiator on one wall, and then you're thinking of putting the actual piece of furniture on the other wall. Do you think it's going to squeeze it, or do you think you could maybe put that piece of furniture there, or it wouldn't look right?
Is that where you want it?
Well, I'm thinking there, just because we've got a big, thick cast iron radiator there.
Okay, well,
and if we have it all on one wall, it means that the table has more space for the table.
Okay, well then in that case, yes, you're ready.
I really don't know what kind of table and chairs we're going to go for in here. Do you, Anna?
Well, I have a bit of an idea.
Multiple tables.
Yes. And
yeah. So we're letting you in on a little secret. That should be coming up in a vlog sometime towards the end of September. No, we are almost end of September.
No, we can.
Towards mid-October, something like that.
Maybe
We'll
yes.
Anyway, coming up in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have some tables in here, and the extension pretty much finished.
Ed, what are you up to?
I'm taking the metal work off first so we can spray these cabinets. Yeah. Basically, a lot of people in the comments were talking about a process of how to make them look kind of antique-y, but we didn't really explain ourselves very well. We're not looking to make them antique-y, really, are we, Anna?
No.
And kind of worn. We want them to look pretty much brand new, don't we? Once we've and I know that a lot of people probably don't agree with that, and thinks that we should be making them look worn and whatnot, which is kind of like in vogue at the moment. But I like the idea of them looking like they've just come out of the factory, so the paint really kind of bright.
Yeah, pops. And also so they go with the rest of the units that are here.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah. And on that front, I need a question answering. What are we doing paint-wise? Are we just literally making it look nice on the outside, and then we don't really care about the inside, or what do you want to do with these drawers?
We care about the inside.
You best get your paintbrush out then, because what we're probably going to have to do with, say, drawers is hand paint the drawers, spray paint the rest. Because I think this should all be grey and then the white on the inside, and then underneath there where the drawer sits, you don't paint. Just that piece of wood there, otherwise it's going to bind as you put it in.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So we just paint inside and front.
Yeah, you don't really need to paint underneath because nobody's ever going to see that.
No.
Okay, so the handles are off. All of this is all going to be painted white, yeah?
I think so, because it's going to make it look nice and light and airy.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose we could just leave it like this, but it won't be right, will it?
No. Anna, I'm making an executive decision here.
I'm listening.
Cutting down on work, and I like the wood on the inside. The look is for the outside anyway, but I mean, look at this. Look at the brass work there. It's really nice. And you know what? To take the paint work off the outside, it's not that hard. No. But if you had to try and take the paintwork off the inside too, it's going to be really difficult. So I think it's going to have to be a kind of mix of the two. So it looks grey on the outside, and then when you open up, you've got the wood inside. The only thing I might say needs painting white is this top bit, but again, that we'll choose later on, okay?
Yeah.
So we're all set this morning, Anna.
Yes, we are. They're nicely cleaned.
Yeah, all looking ready to go, you know, for the painting. No turning back now.
No, no turning back.
Go put the camera on the stand, let's get it across there and let's get going. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's move it forward a bit because we don't want the overspray to go.
I know.
Got my mask on.
Yes, you're all set.
Okay, you ready?
I am.
Let's get going. Anna, I can't do it.
I can't hear you well.
Anna, I can't do it.
What do you mean?
I
You're
can't
all ready.
I can't spray that.
Did someone change his mind? Are you feeling sorry for the wood, for the oak?
Yep. Do you trust me?
I do trust you.
Right, we're going to do something else then.
And what is that?
I don't know what style it's called, but we're just stripping it straight back to the wood and we're leaving it bare.
Bare wood? No, I don't know what the style is.
It's not Bear Grylls, bare wood.
Bare wood.
I don't know what the style would be called, but I'm not spray painting it. I'm not doing it.
No, it's actually a really good decision, because once you spray paint it, then it's going to be very hard to strip it back to how it was.
Okay, let's talk. Let's get on with our new upcycling video.
Ed, this looks really drastic. What's going on? You're putting gloves and everything. Never seen you with gloves.
This is a very strong paint stripper, basically. And we're going to see how it goes with this first.
Okay.
Basically, we're going to paint some on, and it should take all this finish off and just leave us with kind of almost bleached wood. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. But it's not going to be easy, but it should. If it looks how I think it's going to look stunning at the end. So you kind of like do sections 20 minutes at a time.
Okay.
So we're not going to bore everyone with the whole lot, but we're going to get going on some of it and then slowly show progress.
Sounds good.
So I want to try it on the side first in case it goes wrong and it doesn't look good and we don't want to actually do it. So literally just painting a nice thick coat on there.
Ed, so what's going on? We're not waiting anymore.
No, I can't be bothered waiting, Anna. We'll just give it a go. If it doesn't work, we'll just paint it. Not that I really want to, but...
Worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm coming to give you a hand.
Okay. I know, we've lost half a day.
We have.
It's just not doing anything.
No.
I think it's probably a mix of the actual finish and the product that we're using to get it off. I don't think it's particularly good. I haven't got the time to do this, and I don't think you have either.
No, and it's not just that, it's taking forever.
Yeah, one good thing is you can see that colour there is exactly what we want, isn't it? So that is what the wood is underneath. So we're going to knock this on the head today. We've got a couple of meetings to do anyway this afternoon. I'm going to get another piece of apparatus that I think is going to nuke this. I think we're going to get it done really quickly once we get this other apparatus. And let's just put that down to experience, hey?
Yes, we'll call it that.
Annoying, but let's just get on with it and get the piece of apparatus, and we'll get going tomorrow morning, okay?
Sounds good.
Alright, Anna, I've got the big guns out today. Literally. This is the last chance saloon for this piece of furniture. So it started to rain, didn't it, Anna?
It did.
Typical, we're on a sandblast and it's going to rain all week now. What do you think of this finish then, Anna?
I think the finish is really good.
You actually get to see all these different colours coming out in the wood as well. I know it looks quite bleached at the moment, which is the look we're going for, bleach wood. But if you come around here maybe, you can see all the, well, I mean you can see them here, like the lines of the wood. I think we may have to go over bits of it again because it looks a bit wavy in places, but no, I think I'm really happy with that. Glad we didn't paint it.
Very, very glad, and I think I love the...
This is going to look stunning. No?
Yeah, it will. I love the before and after of it.
Yeah, so we're just going to keep going on that. I'm going to whiz over them again and again and again. Probably going to take a day or two to do these, and then we'll show you them in place.
Yeah.
So we've managed to get it done. It took a lot longer than we thought to deal with this sandblasting of the furniture. We had a wedding as well to deal with in the meantime, so that's why we've been about 10 days getting back to you with this vlog. We're still learning on it, but we really like this kind of unfinished look on the wood, and it's a lot less hassle to get it back to how it was rather than paint. So I'm quite happy with how it's come out. We might come back onto it and just touch up those rough edges that we're not quite happy with. Right now I'm going to get around there and get the other sideboard in place and get its metalwork back on. Is this exactly where you want it, Anna?
Yeah, because we can always move it, okay. But that was the spot.
I know we were talking about marble for the top of this, but what do you think about some of the offcut of the oak?
I think that's a great idea, because at least it's going to go well together, and it's going to be, what is it, dust? I know, I've been trying to clean.
I know. Okay, so let's do that then. Let's try a piece of wood on. If it doesn't look right, we don't bother with it.
No, but we could always put a piece of wood and see, and worst case, we paint that piece of wood. Or not.
We'll see. So if you've enjoyed today's vlog, don't forget to like, and if you've not subscribed, subscribe, and ring that bell.
And see you all soon.